Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a little bit different today. It's not a tutorial. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. I wanted to sit down and actually talk to you guys about makeup, my thoughts, my opinions, what I think you should buy over what you shouldn't buy. It's my opinion. I'm not telling you you have to buy this because it's amazing, blah blah blah. I'll probably say it's amazing about 13,000 times in this video, but I'm definitely in no way telling you you need these products in your life or else you're going to be a bad makeup artist or something like that, because I would never say that. Everybody's skin tone is different, everybody's skin texture is different, everybody's skin is just so different in general. This is just my personal opinion. When lately I've been getting a lot of people saying, you know,
oh my god, what should I go buy makeup? Where should I go buy it? What should I go buy? What do I do this? What do I do that? What should I wear? What should I do this? When should I go? Where should I go? How much could I buy? Like all that stuff.
So I just wanted to sit down and make a video because there are so many things that I love that are high-end, but also there are a lot of things that I love that are drugstore. So if you guys want to see, you know, this kind of like makeup ramble, then go ahead and just keep watching. Okay, so I'm going to basically start off how I apply my face. I'm not going to do skincare. I feel like skincare is a completely different video. So if you guys want to see that, I will totally do that for you. And skincare is definitely a whole other video to tackle, so if you guys want to see that, I will totally do that. I probably wouldn't do it so soon though, because there are certain things of skincare that I'm still testing. I have to go do a little bit more research on all that stuff, so if you guys want that, I would totally do that. I probably just want to be up until like maybe December, probably even January. So I'm going to start off with primers. My favorite primers, to be quite honest, are the Makeup Forever Step 1 Equalizers. These are my absolute favorite. I have the base hydrating primer and I have the base smoothing primer. I think these are awesome. I absolutely love these. I think these are definitely worth their buck. That's my opinion because I have dry skin. You guys might be like, why is she using a smoothing primer? I just like smoothing out my problem areas, so like this area here and then the tip of my nose is generally my problem area. It's not so much of a problem where I need to use this every day, but these are definitely my favorite. As you guys can see, I always lose the caps. But these are my favorite primers. You guys have seen them in a couple of videos. If you don't want to spend your money on these, the Too Faced is a really good primers. They have one that's oil free. I think this one's oil free. I don't know. This is the, as you can see, I need a new one. Like, whoa. This is the Too Faced Hangover RX. Again, I've used this in a ton of other videos as well because I'm dry skin. This brings a little bit more hydration into my skin, especially as a primer. It doesn't leave my face matte. It's silicone free. It has coconut water, electrolytes, and probiotics, so it's really, really good for your skin. It smells like coconut, which is just amazing. I really, really do love these primers so much. They also have, I think, a poreless one. Don't quote me on this. I think a poreless one, and then definitely something else, but there's definitely one for all the skin tones, and I really, really like this one. For oily skin, definitely the Step 1 Equalizers are the best in my opinion, but if you want to go even on a higher budget, the Hourglass Angel Veil, this is the travel size one. They have a bigger size one, but this one I think was like $25 just for the travel size. This is really awesome. I do definitely see a difference when I do freelance makeup and I have someone with oily skin. I definitely use this first. It's just really, really nice. It doesn't leave like a film on top of your skin. It's very, very thin. And it looks like it's going to leave a white cast, but it doesn't. And as soon as you're done blending it in, it literally just soaks up everything. Like everything. So I really, really enjoy this a lot. I use it sometimes in the summer when I'm sweating and I know I'm going to sweat even more. I definitely use this even though I am dry. It doesn't make my dry patches cling. It doesn't cling to my dry patch. Doesn't make my foundation cling to my dry patches. So I definitely use this sparingly because I am dry. I don't want to make myself over dry and have that those dry patches stand out, but this is definitely good for oily skin. And if you guys are looking for an alternative to this one, the NYX Angel Veil is a very, very good one too. I don't have that one because I have this one. So when I do freelance, I just use this one. But I definitely recommend the NYX Angel Veil. I'm already going to tell you off the bat for a Drugstore is the Maybelline Fit Me, the Dewy and Smooth, and then the Matte and Poreless are honestly amazing. I mix both of them. I use each of them by themselves. They're honestly amazing. I can say enough good things about these. They look good when they're applied with a brush, like a big, like dense foundation brush. They look good when they're applied with a beauty blender. They're just really, really good. They have a lot of color choices. Now, for high end, I'm gonna say the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation is by far one of my favorite foundations ever, along with Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. The problem with those foundations is that you're gonna spend all that money and wear it every day. That's something I don't do. I save my more expensive foundations, the one that I'm going to wear to an event, the one that I'm going to wear to like a party, a wedding, or whatever. I'm going to save that. So I don't use this on a day-to-day basis. I use the Maybelline Fit Me, or I use a CC cream. I do not use a higher end foundation. That's just me. That's just how I am. If a higher end foundation is the only one that works for you on a day-to-day basis, go ahead. Wear it. This is just my personal opinion. I don't like wearing this so often because it's Ultra HD. It's good for photography and your skin just looks amazing. If you want that photograph ready skin, go for it, by all means. But this is my favorite one. I use it filming. I take pictures with it. I do this for events when I do freelance, you know, all that stuff. This is what I use. So this is definitely one of my favorites. The Ultra HD is the newest one. The original HD is more of a satin. This is more of a dewier satin finish. For me, it doesn't cut off. It doesn't give me the most dewiness that I want. So I do add like the Dewy and Smooth or dewier foundation mixed in with it. But this is definitely my favorite foundation. So I'm going to talk about brows for a little bit. When I first started filling in my brows, I'm going to show you what I used. When I first started filling in my brows, I didn't want to go spend $20 on a brow wiz because I didn't know how it was going to look on my head, on my brows. I didn't want to go spend, you know, $20 on the brow powder because I didn't know how it was going to look on my brows. So I used Makeup Geek's Mocha eyeshadow, super, super dark. And then junior to senior year mostly, when I started filling in my brows because my face will look so good and I'm like, what's missing? So I used to just, everything's falling. I used to just use this. I used to just throw a whole bunch of this in my brows, and this is what I would use. I'm all into the multitasking makeup products, so if I can use an eyeshadow as an eyebrow shadow, I will do it, all means. Use a little bit though, because I definitely used to go overboard with it, and I used to look like I had Sharpie brows. But hey, everybody goes through a phase. But this is definitely what I used to use. This is my second one because I did use it and I'm already hitting pan again. But it really is a great eyeshadow. I'm all in for the multitasking of like bronzers to eyeshadows and eyeshadows to bronzers and eyeshadows to brow powders and eyeshadows to highlights. Like, that's what I'm saying. So that's what I used to use for my eyebrows. I know NYX has a micro eyebrow pencil. It's kind of the exact same thing as the Anastasia one. I prefer the Anastasia one more because it's a little bit more, this is a little bit more, I don't really know how to explain it. The Anastasia one is a little bit more waxy, which I like. This one just goes on so like easily. Like, even though it's light strokes, this one goes on so easily. So if it goes on so easily, then it's easy to take off, you know. Like, if I wipe my, if I itch my brow, is my brow gonna come off? I do use this though on a daily. If I'm wearing makeup, I will use this, or I will use the It Cosmetics brow powder. I've been using that one a lot and I enjoyed that one, but I definitely prefer the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow wiz. So I think it was right before the NARS Creamy Concealer came out. I use this concealer religiously. I use it every day, all day. If I could apply this as a lipstick, I would. It was the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I actually think I just threw out the other one that I had, like my very first one, like maybe a month or two ago. I didn't use that one because I knew it was old, but I still kept it because it was pretty momentous to me. But this is the Maybelline Fit Me one. They have a whole bunch of different shades. If anybody comes to me and asks me what kind of concealer they should buy, I definitely tell them this. If they want a little bit more of a expensive concealer, I tell them the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. They are actually called the Urban Decay Weightless Complete Coverage Skin Concealer. That's what they're called. These are really awesome. Full coverage, do not budge once they are set. Absolutely amazing. So these are $30. This I think is like 11, 10, 12 maybe at most. So there's definitely a price difference. I don't think that there's much of a coverage difference. This one might just start wearing off a little bit earlier than these, but both pretty much amazing. So for blushes, you could totally go one of two ways. Milani has really awesome baked blushes. I haven't tried their actual blushes yet. They do have a regular blush line. I haven't tried those, but I do have a couple of their baked blushes, and they're absolutely stunning. I've used a couple of them in a tutorial. This is the shade 02 Rose d'Oro. They're really, really nice. You just have to be careful. Like, Rose d'Oro has some chunks of glitter in it, which I don't like. So if I'm going to use this, I'm literally going to go like that with my brush. I'm just going to like touch it, and that's it. You can find these at like CVS or Walgreens, especially by me. I don't find them in Target or you know, like Rite Aids like that. I have to go to like a CVS or a Walgreens for these, but they're definitely worth it. They also have bronzers. I've tried their bronzer. It broke me out. I didn't know if it was just like, you know, Mother Nature coming and that's why I broke out, or if it was an ingredient in there, so I don't use it. But their bronzers were pretty nice until I did break out. So definitely check out Milani. These are the baked blushes. I'm going to mention the Tarte Amazonian Clay blushes. These are awesome. I absolutely love these. Seriously, I absolutely love these. I want to own like every single color, and I'm getting there. These are $24, so yeah, they are a little bit pricey, but these are absolutely amazing. I don't know if the actual wear of them is 12 hours, but these are really, really awesome. I'm pretty sure, I don't really know. I haven't really noticed. I don't really know if they're like super like long wearing, but they're absolutely amazing. This is the shade True Love. I've been using this in a bunch of tutorials lately. They're just really, really beautiful. There are a lot of them from matte to a satin to a little bit of shimmer to a lot of shimmer. So just be careful if you're not into that, you know, chunks of glitter kind of thing, like I'm not. Definitely check out the matter shades, but I absolutely love these. So like I said with the brows and the eyeshadows, I always use an eyeshadow for my brow product, and the same thing, I always use an eyeshadow for my highlight. Highlight wasn't really that big when I started doing like wearing makeup, and I'm like, oh, I need that highlight now. Like they just weren't, it just wasn't in. Like I don't even think I knew what highlighting was, to be quite honest with you. I literally just used to put I used to take the first Naked Basics palette, and I used to take the shade of Venus, and I used to throw this on my cheekbones. Just like a little dot. I used to throw this on top of Benefit's What's Up, which I'm actually wearing today underneath a Bobbi Brown shimmer brick, not a Bobbi Brown highlighter. Is what I'm wearing on top of the Benefit What's Up, which is a great highlighter too if you're really, really looking for one. But this is what I used to use. Honestly, I'm all about the multitasking makeup, so the Naked Basics Venus, and this is a really awesome palette as well. This is why I kind of talked about this last, because then we're going to go into eyeshadows. This is a really great palette. If you're starting out, I would definitely recommend this. I think it's $25. You get 6 eyeshadows, and they're amazing quality. They are super blendable. They're super pigmented. They are just amazing. They are so, so nice. I literally used to use this all the time. I used to use Faint as an eyebrow shadow as well. So this is a really, really good palette to have if you're starting. I still even use this at time to time. I don't use it as frequently as I did, but when you're starting up, if you are on a budget, I would definitely recommend this, because you do get the 6 eyeshadows. They're very, very neutral, everyday shades that you could totally use as different things. I really, really used to love this palette. I still do. I still pick it up, and it's one of those palettes where you use for so long, you kind of like can't let go of. Like it's kind of like attached to you now. But yeah, this is one of my favorite palettes. And then for other eyeshadows, if you don't want to spend $25 on the Naked Basics, go ahead and buy single eyeshadows. These are by Makeup Geek. These are honestly so amazing. I'm going to tell you a funny story. when I first started watching YouTube videos before I got big, Marlena was the first person I came across. So I was like, okay, alright, I like her. She's really, really nice, all about it, you know, really dedicated, blah, blah, blah. And then I realized, you know, oh, she's got a makeup company. And I think the first thing I ordered was the Makeup Geek gel liner in Mobster, was the brown one. Makeup Geek Mocha eyeshadow. I think I had White Lies for a bit. I had Shimma Shimma. Again, I use that as a highlight on my cheekbones. And I had something else. Oh, I had Corrupt. But Corrupt was so black. And I didn't have a Z palette. So it just got all over everything. So I threw it in the street because it was in my makeup bag that I had carried in my bag, and it was just getting all over the place. So I was like, okay, I'll buy another one, and I threw it in the street. But Marlena was one of the first people that I watched, and these shadows are just amazing. Everything that she's accomplished lately, everything that she comes out with, she's so dedicated, and I knew it when I watched her. I had a couple friends that watched her, and I said, you know, I ordered from her, and they would give me a look like, you did? And I'd be like, yeah. She was like, I don't know, like, I had a lot of people say, like, I don't really know, like, you know, I had friends that said, you know, I haven't really heard of them, blah, 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 all that stuff, and I was like, no, I believe in her, I think her products are really good, and I was right. They are amazing. They are super creamy, they are super pigmented. These are pretty much my go-to shadows. They are just unbelievable. So for mascaras, I can't really put a lot of input on mascaras because I have very, very tiny lashes. They're literally like the size of eyebrow hairs, like when they're growing in, like they're little dots. That's the size of them. They grow downwards. My lower lashes are longer than my upper lashes, so you can't really go by me. If you have this same problem, if your lashes grow downward, I definitely recommend these two mascaras. But if you guys have super curly lashes and super long that they touch your eyebrow, I'm jealous. I envy you. But you can totally use whatever kind of mascara that works for you, what you like. The brush, honestly, is a big difference for me. This is the L'Oreal Carbon Black, the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara. I really like these tips, if you can see right here. I really like these tips. I don't know why. They just apply to my lashes better. It's like I said, it's personal preference. So the other one that I like is the Benefit Roller Lash, because my eyelashes, like I said, grow downwards. This really does help. It doesn't help a lot, but it really does just lift them up a little bit. It's definitely pretty good. So that completes this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys enjoyed this video, if you guys enjoyed you know, hearing what my top beauty products are, drugstore and high-end. If you guys liked my thoughts about it, all that stuff. These reviews, these opinions were 100% mine. I wanted to sit down and talk to you guys and give you my true opinion about that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, I'll see you guys all in my next one. Bye.